Okay, guys, so this is my trip to Bryn Mawr. There's a lot of noise in the background here. There's a dishwasher running or a washing machine running, actually both, and Garrett's about to get in the shower. But here I am in the cloister in the evening. I spent a lot of time by myself while Sarah was hanging out with her friends. Basically, it was one big fundraising event for Bryn Mawr. But I did have a really nice time at the evening meal where I took that picture that I texted you guys. I was there with like 9 women and me at the table. And the interesting thing was they were all really educated, really interesting women. I had a really nice conversation with a woman sitting next to me named Anne, who was telling me about how she was a developer of Android apps, kind of in her spare time while she took care of her son. And I said, well, how did you get into it? And she started, how did you get into developing Android apps? And her opening line of that story was, well, I got a PhD in astrophysics. So that was actually fairly typical of the group. There was only one woman at that table. All of them had higher degrees, either law degrees or PhDs, and none of them were working in the field that they got their degree in, except for one lawyer, which I thought was really interesting and probably tells us something about what we dedicate our lives to, and I think it also says something about when we're growing up, we really don't value our families the way that we should, and both men and women, and it's too bad we spend our lives, most of us, oriented around careers, and then after we've realized that the careers aren't fulfilling, we go back to being with our family, which tends to be pretty fulfilling despite all of the difficulties. So anyway, it was a nice trip. We hung out with Deb and Earl. I went for a couple walks with them. They have a really nice place, only 4 miles from the Bryn Mawr campus, and it's very wooded. And actually, it's very much like Wales. The landscape, we didn't appreciate it as much as we in the past as we did, having been to Wales recently. So we came back to Pendleton after this, and it was a really nice trip, but it was very tiring. I don't know, traveling just tires me out. I'm getting old. And this is Sarah and I walking along the Riverwalk in this bit here, and there's a pelican there in the background, which you'll see here in a minute. But Carew, I wanted to just respond to your videos, and Nikki's as well. And I'm sorry you guys are kind of having a bit of adversity. I know it's not like things are horrible, but it's tough. I'm sorry about that. We're not experiencing a lot of adversity, but we actually tried to go see Bryn. She's heading to California actually today, and we offered to come down to Portland just to have lunch with her. And we said, we'll just buy you lunch. And she said, no, I'm too busy, which kind of sucks. But once again, I think it's one of those priority things. When you're younger, it doesn't seem important. So anyway, I'm pretty much out of time here, so that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm going on a little trip today up to Alawa. I'll make some videos when I'm up there. Take care. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.